Hello, everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today I am joined by friend of the show, Sanjay.
Oh, hello. How's it going?
It's going
Didn't
great.
see you walk in.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. Yeah. I went undefeated at the last store championship, except for a few unofficial games that I played. So I'm feeling great.
It seems pretty great.
Yeah, I did not play. Yeah.
You ran
I have
you
a
ran
new.
you ran a really incredible event. So
Oh, that's really. Yeah, I was very relieved because I really wanted to get to 18 or to 8 people because then our tournament is like
official.
official in the eyes of Nisei, and we got there. We got 8 exactly. We had a new player who had only played like 4 or 5, 6 games previously, and he made the cut. He got a nice playmat. It was really fun. Um,
Yeah,
give me a second to get like comments so I can see them. All right, I got YouTube comments. Anybody can say anything on YouTube right now, and I got Twitch comments. People can say stuff. Oh, cool. Janet's here. Nice.
I don't know why I've been losing frames per second when streaming lately. OBS had an update and things just stopped working. So who knows?
Yeah, I do not know what frames per second are. Well, this is an okay hand, right? Well, I don't really know this deck, but we just have some econ.
Yeah, I mean,
Seems fine.
should be fine, right?
Yeah. I like that you've been able to find room for employee strike in this list. So are people on watching the stream, are they familiar with this list?
Uh,
Um,
I
if
don't.
not, yeah, this is something that you built. It looks like it has like a lot of the drip econ that you might want for sort of like a late game crushy sunny. And I think you've found a little bit of influence to include some fun cards that make sense for her. Um,
Yeah, I mean that's the idea, right?
yeah, it is always nice to be able to find room for employee strike. I think a lot of, especially with crowdfunding on the most wanted list, a lot of lists can't have it.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So I think, in the interest of preserving as much board state as possible, I'm going to move us over where the hover card normally appears.
Oh, sounds good.
Uh,
Yeah, because we got to install a million things.
yeah. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we can turn off Mirror Morph like the terrible monsters that we are, but I would say probably to open we're going to draw.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
We're really good at Netrunner. So, sure gamble, probably Employee Strike, and Rozeki.
Yeah, I love that.
I've been
Just
finding that pad taps have been serving me pretty well.
Yeah, they're only one influence, which is pretty wild. The nice thing about employee strike here is that when we put down the pad tap, we don't need to worry about whether they're gaining a credit with their mirror morph ID or getting an extra click that they're going to use to gain a credit, which for pad tap purposes are different, and for Jinteki.net purposes are very similar and annoying to tease out the difference. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, if anybody knows how to fix recently when I bring anybody on from Discord or Skype, I go down to like 50 and 40 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second. And despite the fact that my CPU is not taxed at all, so I have no idea why that's been happening with my stream.
Well, we got load tested. That's hilarious. I
We
love
did
it.
get load tested. So let's draw. Let's draw. You know the drill. Or just try and close the
Yeah,
vice.
totally.
So When you think about building Sunny and playing
Mhm.
Sunny, what's some of the big things that you think about?
So, it's. I think, there's, I guess, two different things with Sunny. If you're just trying to build the best possible Sunny deck, you have some good things going for you, which is that if you have a lot of money, the um, combination of Security Nexus and some of your other stuff, you just can't really be kept out. And so she can play data folding really easily. Um, so the thing with her is that she can theoretically build a really powerful late game. Now that's been challenged a little bit because she lost one of her best cards, Underworld Contact. So her that was her best drip card. You just pay 2 credits and then you have um,
That good, that good
yeah,
money.
you have just 1 credit a turn for the rest of the game. That's really powerful. But
But Rozeki
she
is
doesn't
is
have.
basically the same card. It's just not neutral, and it
Yeah,
has
it's
one
not.
advantage in that it's a program, so it doesn't get affected by scarcity.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
This is going to be a Victoria Jenkins. You ready for this? Oh no, it's not a Victoria Jenkins. I've
I
played
mean,
against
it's
this
sort.
chick.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the same card, but it costs 1 influence, and Sunny's influence is incredibly tight because she does need a lot of help. Her breakers certainly break all the ice, and so you don't usually spend a lot of influence on breakers, but they're not efficient.
Oh look,
Um,
we can click through this Fairchild because we
yeah, we
have
sure
Jack.
can. Wait, did we pay to
Yeah, we paid
start
the
this run?
the cold site.
Okay, cool.
Boo. I mean, at least we took some money.
That's pretty sweet. Um,
What a turn. We spent
yeah,
3 credits to doof them for 10.
yeah, that was great. I love this deck concept. Yeah, didn't Cold Side should. Oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, hilarious.
People forget that for Jack Run, I have all 4 clicks.
Yeah, Jack Sinclair is kind of cool. In for like against click compression stuff because yeah, I think it was kind of a joke deck, but playing Jack in a Sunny deck or in an Apocalypse deck just feels great because you just have this extra run. Um, but like I said, Sunny usually wins games by building up a ridiculous board presence, so Apocalypse is usually not what you want.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not seeing the stream update. Am I live?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna try to jack poke another server. Well, the money's
Yeah, why
up.
not?
I mean, and this is the thing that you can get with Sunny once you have even just a couple of drip cards set up, right? Is we just
Yeah.
have a ton. So, I don't think we can get in and get this.
No, let's just get set up. If this is a Ikoa project, that's fine. Um,
Yeah, but we know that both are code gates, so we can definitely get.
yeah, like that remote isn't going to keep us out very well for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Now, I guess we could go get this if.
Thomas,
Like,
how's the frame rate coming through? How choppy am I right now? Okay, so
so it's extremely expensive
to get in there.
to get in there. It'd be 12 credits.
Well, we could click through the first Fairchild.
Yeah, we can click through the first
Oh no, we
Fairchild, but I
can't.
wouldn't
We
be.
can't.
But I wouldn't
Oh,
be. No, well, the cold site isn't clicked, but I really wouldn't be surprised if that was an Ikoa.
so
Um,
then we wouldn't be able to get it
so
anyway. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm reluctant to get in. Um,
Do we want to just poke around?
yeah, let's just poke around. like, because if we money up and put down our big computer, we're probably untouchable. Maybe, I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon because maybe I'm underwhelmed. You know, I'm underestimating the corp deck that
We're
you
up
know, once
against.
they oh no, just in general. Like, I mean, I feel like a corp being on 3 points is not that big of a deal.
Well,
Though
especially not with the late game board state that we're building up.
yeah, now you know, it's certainly true that Mirror Morph has some fast advance plans. We you know, if what is the card called? MCA austerity policy gets down, we can just destroy it. So I don't know how worried we should be about anything.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
But yeah, I think we could lose if we, so if we let 5-3 through, we could lose to double biotic. You know, biotic of Vitruvius, biotic of Vitruvius. It's interesting that this Mirror Morph deck hasn't gone very wide yet.
Voting
Oh,
machine
nice.
initiative.
All right, well that's nice for us. We probably don't need to do more work this turn, right?
Let's
Is
draw.
voting machine initiative really bad if we let them score it?
You may. Yeah, it's the lose one click.
That's fine, right?
Probably.
Yeah, we got Jack.
I just
He's
want to
like the
keep putting
anti.
down 2-cost cards for our Kushaks.
Yeah, sure. How many do we have at this point?
Right now, we are currently showing 4 2-cost cards.
Nice. Jack Sinclair is really a 2-cost card, but
It's
not
really
for
a
our
0-cost
purposes.
card.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I guess he costs 1 right now.
Yeah. Fun fact, in the late
Um,
game, I've also put down a second copy of Sherman to give me another 3-cost card.
yeah, that makes sense. One of the interesting things for your deck is that you often you don't have a set Husuk number.
Yeah,
You roll.
it's an either or.
Yeah. Um, if this is an Ikawa, then we're extremely happy. If it's a voting machine initiative, I suppose that's a little bit annoying. If it is a SSL, that's sort of in between those two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just
Trying to figure out why.
Oh, and going back to sort of sunny deck building stuff. Now, you know, I'm not. I really can't claim mega expertise on Sunny, but I feel like, you know, one of the big things for her is that I just want to spend my influence and my card slots like lose or, you know, helping out the matchups that I'm losing to. Um, and so I think Husuk is a good way to do that, where you're just saying like, look, I'm gonna get behind early game, but I can recover this way. You can also spend it on like anti-rush tools like DDoS, so that's 3. Almakua, Inside Job, though that's probably just worse than DDoS. Stim Hack, that's great. Yeah, those are my sunny deck building thoughts.
Yeah, so voting machine initiative was scored.
Yeah, which is not what we want to see, but it's fine. I guess the big risk here is them being able to cold sight us in a way with voting machine initiative such that we can't run at all.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing that the deck is going for, right?
Yeah. Oh, nice. The other exciting thing is so one thing oof. So I guess one thing we might want to do is just money up and put down our big computer. We don't have to money up that much, really. Um, because it's not super expensive for us to go. Well, I don't think we have the money for it now, but maybe sometime soon we can go trash the cold site.
Yeah. I mean, we're also getting into the land where we could potentially, uh, try to Kushik to close.
Yeah, definitely, and that feels really good. Um,
All right.
Oof, Sunny's arch nemesis. Well, Nexusing here doesn't feel too bad. It'll cost us one real credit, or it's credit neutral, right, to get through.
Zero.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Um, Enigma is such a devastating ice for Sunny.
Because it costs
Her
four to
because
break it with her garbage
yeah,
breakers.
four to break. Oof. Um,
Do we want to just
I
try to
forget it.
close with a Kushik right now?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Well, there's no ice. There's no money
Yeah.
in the corpse. Do we have a number that's good?
We have four for the number two. I don't know
Okay.
why we're like dropping a ton of frames and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Does it make sense to for me to cut video
I don't know.
or
I don't know if that's it.
cool?
So look, we won.
Uh, oof.
Yeah. Also, sometimes JNet will really uh, give me like a ton of problems where it eats up a lot of processing power for no good reason, and then other
Yeah.
times it's completely fine.
I
So
really like this corp deck we were up against. Just I think jamming a lot of the click stealing effects sounds really fun, and I like how our opponent was able to just
right.
like put like value load testings on us, just
Yeah,
because mirror morph just makes it even more efficient.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, hang on 1 second, everybody. I need to try to fix the technical problem that we're having. One moment.
Yeah.
back over.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we are back.
Hello, everyone. It's me, a bodiless voice in your head.
Yep. Yep, and just like that, the frames go back up to 60.
Nice.
What a hand!
That
Look at this
seems like
opener.
This is beautiful. Nice, another mirror morph. Every time I go up against a new ID, I'm just very excited because I just want to see, what they're up to. Mirror morph. One of the things I really like about it is it's pretty open with regard to what you do, and so it's fun. Like, we just went up against a mega click taxing mirror morph, and we have no reason to expect that. Could be that, but yeah.
Could be anything.
All
right, so let's think. What do we want to do here? Do we want to draw?
Yeah, why not? We're going to need to eventually.
Oh,
Ooh.
perfect. Do we want to draw once more, then career fair down, and...
Yeah, that sounds great. Career fair down and just get our...
What a start.
Yeah. Next turn, we just start up playing our office supplies and seeing what happens.
Are you still able to see my screen okay?
Yeah, very well. One thing that I want to give myself credit for is that I am responsible for the Sunny, a lot of the Sunny text that, when you start your game. What hat are we wearing today, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just riffing off, some of her other stuff, but...
So do we want to draw here?
Yeah. Well, we can office supplies, too. Though this is fine.
The office supply doesn't feel so good.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, give me that, Pat.
Did it.
Give me that. Somebody scored a corporate sales team in a game that I played, and I just put all 3 of them down, and I was just like, guaranteed 3 credits.
Yeah, it seems very good. I think it was fun to have the different wording. Nisei simplified the game rules where there's not this weird distinction between taking credits off an ID.
Taking credits, yeah. Yeah, but it also makes pad tap at the power level that it was probably meant to be when it was designed.
I don't know. I don't know if that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a intentional functionality that corporate sales team wouldn't trigger pad tap, because they have made cards like that in the past. Heck.
I like Rizeki. I'm just on a never-ending quest, Sanjay, to use new cards.
Yeah, totally.
Especially this little spirit bomb.
Yeah. I think the one thing about Rizeki, as compared to Underworld Contact, is that one of the struggles with Sunny is you need to have if you want to build the best Sunny deck, you need to have a reason to be Sunny. And you want her to be able to say, hey, this is why I'm Sunny, and not Shaper with the same abilities. And so that can be a little tough.
Just getting set up.
Yeah. They scored a really good one.
I'd say probably one of the best agendas that this deck has.
Oh yeah, they can do some really gross stuff with the efficiency committee. Sometimes it just means that they get to just. It just means that a server is not runnable.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive. I really like how Mirror Morph has sort of breathed new life into.
So what do we want to do here?
I feel like we need to. I feel like we need to pressure them.
We're a little light on cash. Let's see if we can draw into a gamble. We can't.
Yeah, I like that.
We're not going to need the Citadel this game, I don't think.
I don't think so either. Do you want to just click for credits? That's a one way to get money. Hopefully this is a Rashida. No, that's bad for us too. Hopefully this is a card they put in their deck and they forgot.
Doesn't actually do anything.
Doesn't actually do anything for them. Hopefully it is a Thomas Haas. Us too, because we're in trouble.
Thomas Haas.
Oof.
What is it? Yeah, they're gonna do this.
Are they just powering out another efficiency committee? It's got to be, right? Because otherwise, why would they? Yeah, that's so good. All right, so what do we want to do now? We're going to draw 2 cards, so...
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
I just got a message from my wife. She handed me an iPad with the Agricola app. It says, check out my food engine. And so I'm gonna look at it and tell y'all what's going on.
Okay, so we got more expensive stuff.
Pretty good. Just animal pen, pottery, clay deliveryman, slaughterman. Good stuff.
What?
Fruit tree. Oh, nothing. Okay, what are we doing? I think...
Because we literally can't run that.
Right, so that's not even a thought. What is our Husuk number right now?
We have...
2?
2. We don't have enough.
That's not very good. We want to, like, pressure R&D?
I mean, we could try. They have a lot of money.
Yeah. Maybe we should just... Yeah, maybe it's not worth it. Should we just draw more cards? I mean, we have an extra...
Well, we can get rid of a security nexus, and we can get rid of a striker. So we could just click for money here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, because what we need to do is turn the corner economically.
Yeah, the one nice thing about... So I think our hand is... The two saving graces of our hand right now is that we have White Hat. So we should be able to so one thought is that if they have agendas in hand, we could maybe just like get rid of them. That kind of sucks, but yeah, because that can be sort of an anti-rush tool to just say like, hey, you. But yeah, I think you're right. Like we just want to get some money. If they get a 5-3, they can maybe just win the game right now, but.
Yeah, it's tough. We definitely need to get this guy down, as much as it pains me to do it.
I think you're right. Hopefully we never have to install those breakers. But we probably will.
That would be ideal.
It'd be a dream if we could just... Oof, this turning wheel does not look very good, huh?
Uh-oh. Boo!
That's fine. Whatever.
Do we want to try to go get that?
We could either do that, or we could go run into their hand.
I'm okay with that.
To try and... Yeah. We could put down a pad tap. Ooh. Maybe we should have put down the pad tap first.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fine.
Hey!
Happen the yeah.
Rizeki.
I feel like in a future turn, running HQ or running HQ and
White hatting
them might be a good thing to do. We're kind of at their mercy with regard to. No, they don't have it. Good.
So do we want to poke R&D here? Eat up some cash? Load testing. Everybody's on load testing. What is happening?
Wow, I love it. Yeah, let's run R&D. Also an architect. Cool stuff.
You and I have... You and I have very
Uh,
different understandings of what cool is. Do we want a white hat
this
here?
is, yeah, let's white hat. We can. Oh, I think that
Oh,
pause made me think. Oh, okay. Let's. Yeah, all right. We can't let them have that, right?
what, the Vitruvius?
Yeah,
And then I guess the other MCA.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now it's always possible they draw a 5/3 off the top of the deck, but
But
um,
such is life.
yeah, um,
Do we want to try to go get this MCA?
think so. Um, ooh,
It's the NGO.
be so excited if it wasn't.
So right now our number for either Kushuk is 3.
Did they not click? So we're just gonna have 4 clicks.
Yeah, let's just go into server 1, right?
Yeah. Do we want to put down a breaker first?
So I think the barrier breaker is probably the best one.
Yeah, I like that. If they have a sentry and a Fairchild, then we'll be embarrassed. But
Life is about managing
I really,
embarrassment.
I really thought we were toast here, and this is like
We're clawing our way back.
this is just what we need, just the break we needed to like automatically lose this friggin' game. Oh, the video's not on anymore.
I heard you.
All right, we did it.
We did it. I mean, that's a huge boon for us. Them not
Definitely.
having the cold site in that server means that they can't do the you can't run this. Sorry, gotta go.
All right, fair. That's fair.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah.
Are you gonna concede before leaving? There we go.
I gotta. I turned off my win loss stats on Jinteki. Turned off tracking them because I don't need to think about that. Whatever. But I still have it still tracks my games completed stats. So that's the only one. So it bothers me when I disconnect or my opponent disconnects such that the game doesn't complete. It mainly happens when I disconnect because I'll just concede because I got to maximize that 100%. Though a good stat is that if your game completions go below 100%, you can just reset your stats.
All right. Ah, Blue Sun.
This should be weird and fun. This hand's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Play strike, which is good.
It's good-ish, but a lot of the Blue Suns aren't on oversight, so we don't
Look
necessarily.
at this great flavor text. The color. Yeah, I wrote that. It's good.
Yeah, some cool kid wrote that.
Yeah. I didn't write this. This is good. I like that one too.
All right.
But
I think
that's
that's an NGO front, so we're gonna just say.
Yeah.
We're gonna say. Oh, I should have put down.
We should have dropped the. Oh.
I'm so bad
That's
at
okay.
Netrunner. How did I get so bad?
All right, let's drop 2 power taps or 2 pad taps in embarrassment.
Yeah. Gosh, we're terrible at Netrunner. Oh, please be a hostile. I mean, I'll check that again.
Yeah, this is great.
It's a June
Nice.
bug. Okay.
More computers where that came from.
I mean. Is this going to be some weird double advancement based? Here, I'll check it again. Is this one
Yeah.
an NGO? No, it's another June bug. Okay, I guess.
Fine. Did we lose anything important?
No, we lost a couple of cards.
Yeah, I mean, the daily casts are nice, but
Yeah.
cards in our deck, but this is wild.
Yeah, I have no idea what this person is doing.
I love it. I feel like they're gonna run us out of cards. They're not gonna run us out of cards. All
Ha.
right.
All right, let's diesel. I guess we'll put down the turning wheel.
Like it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, we
just,
can drop those.
yeah, I'm just
Whatever.
getting stuff out of our hands. Look at our back line. I sure hope we don't get hit with game over at any point.
Yeah, this is gonna be embarrassing if they
Bias
run us
reporting
out of
us.
cards and we all have all these cards that don't do anything. Oh yeah, bias reporting would be great. I like that you're just cruelly holding that employee strike back. Oh wow. Elizabeth Mills, I love it.
Uh,
So losing that computer is certainly,
slowing us down somewhat.
yeah. Oh, we get pad tap money off Elizabeth Mills bouncing. That's great.
Yeah,
What a silly card.
life is silly. Let's draw some cards. Let's accelerate
Yeah.
our setup a little bit. I cut the moddeds from this deck, and it definitely feels weird now.
Yeah. I mean, we could drop a. That's probably going to come into play.
Yeah, barriers is probably,
Let's drop. Yeah. And the thing about Sunny's Breakers is that they're wildly inefficient in general, but they do have that sort of, Leviathan-esque efficiency. Like the card
Leviathan-esque efficiency, he says.
flavor texture Leviathan, right? It says it's efficient. I'm paraphrasing. It's efficient for certain large values of efficient or something like that. I'm butchering it, but the basic gist of it is that normally is not an efficient ice, but if ice is big enough, that should have happened a while ago. Get those pad taps out of here. If an ice is big enough, it is efficient. Now it's not efficient to use it, like because I'm breaking this ice for 6 instead of
A billion.
actually good. It's not as if I can break it for 6 means you can just keep on running through it. But Sunny's Breakers, the fact that they have 2 to boost 3, that helps.
I wonder what's in server 5. I'm guessing it's a psychic field.
I'm so excited to get Psychic Field here. Okay, yeah, get that out of here.
I'm just getting breakers down since we don't since we don't have a supercomputer.
One question is they have all these June bugs. Do we need to slow down with our draw? I don't think so, right? But like,
Do we want to check
need
that?
to play against?
Do we want to check that?
Yeah,
Heck yeah, we do.
nothing in our hands that important. I'm gonna be sad when we lose the white hat because that's such a great card. But we should check. Hey, nice.
Hey.
That's good.
All right, we're back in business. The 2s are showing 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 3s are showing 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 4 both ways.
Oh, we shouldn't have discarded that second Sherman. Paying for our mistakes.
Do we want to check that? Sure, of course we do.
I've been really unimpressed by this turning wheel. I feel like it hasn't done anything.
Well, now it can do stuff because we can start poking
Yeah, now
around.
it can do stuff.
Do we want to poke HQ? Because then we can get employee strike down.
Yeah, but we have like one.
The one piece of ice that this thing breaks
Right?
efficiently.
The other thing about it is that like it breaks some things as good as other things, or even better than other things, but it doesn't break.
We don't need a trash too big to fail.
No, that's never
I
coming up.
severely doubt that they're gonna. Well, let's actually try to bypass that one.
I love that.
We put these things down, right?
Yeah. Oh, and beautiful. I like dropping the employee strike here.
I like dropping the employee strike because if nothing else, we don't lose information about what ice is down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right, even if it's not actually like impacting their economy significantly, we're not losing information about what ice is on R&D and HQ.
Totally.
All right.
Go check that new thing?
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
not?
we have Jack, right? One of you and I's favorite. Okay. So we're about to get punitived. So I guess we're just gonna
Let's just click for.
we're gonna click for
credits?
2 credits, and then we're gonna run, and then white hat.
Oh yeah. Oh right. We have white hat. Like we're gonna be fine.
Yeah. So let's do that first, because we can see if
Yeah.
the punitive is even there, right?
We even get money for.
Yeah,
for
we're gonna
white
get.
hatting
It's
here.
like clicking for 2 credits if they don't
They-
put
well,
any
if
money
they-
into it.
If they put money into it, there's no way they're
Punitive.
punitivising us. There's no way they're double punitive.
Right. White hat is really great against punitive, in my opinion, because
Pretty
you're like,
love
oh,
White
did you
Hat.
feed me an agenda? Let's go ahead and get 2 cards out your hand, please.
Yeah. I think it's my either Jackson Clare or White Hat are my favorite Sunny cards.
I really like
think-
Jackson Clare. I'd say Jackson Clare is one of my favorite resources. I like the interesting mechanic of the decreasing install cost. I like that it has a significant downside similar to John Masanori, but not quite the same.
Yeah, and I think the thing with
Oh yeah, look at that.
ooh,
We'll go ahead.
Hello.
We'll go ahead and just put those back, and then
Thank you.
we'll just click for 2 credits. Seems great.
I love it. It's gonna be hard to double punitive us. It was gonna be hard to be double punitive us anyway, but
But now it definitely gets a lot harder.
having 3 punitives does help double punitiving somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, so that felt great. Yeah, let's run R&D. Why not, right? Jackie boy, here to help. And now we're starting to get to the tipping point, right?
Yeah.
Where there's not a ton that they're going to be able to do to us.
And they're in rough shape, and they.
Oh, look, the punitive that they desperately wanted. Oh,
Oh,
there are
oh,
psychic
that's-
fields in this deck. I knew
All right, well,
it.
let's put,
Right, I
let
knew
us
it.
put that in the trash.
Well, we're also going to put down this boy. And that basically makes us safe from punitive for the rest of the game.
Did we not? Yeah, we did trash it. Okay.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew that there was psychic fields in this deck. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for cost 2.
But that should be enough.
Oh,
the other
use Mills to kill Citadel.
Ah, I love it. That's a great move.
Let's hit
Just
HQ.
go R&D. Yeah, HQ or R&D. The other thing here is that
We're actually gaining 1 credit doing this because they have 1 bad pub and we have 2 power
Yeah.
taps down.
seems good.
No. Draw.
Yeah, no, they can play that a million times, and also
Wow.
they can't play that ever, right?
That's probably the last card we're going to install.
Yeah. Does that make our Husuk number better?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 3s, and 5 on the 2s.
And we lost one Husuk to the June bugs, right?
I believe so. No, there's still another
So
one
maybe
hiding out in the
maybe
deck.
we should just put down the car too, and Husuk them.
Maybe. Do we want to?
Yeah, let's HQ it. Want to just leave the remote alone forever?
Yeah, I mean that seems
if we can get away with it.
that seems rational and reasonable to me.
Yeah. One thing to keep in mind is as long as they're richer than us.
So they do have they do have 2 punitives in hand again.
To know, they can't double punitive us though.
I'm just
Yeah. No, I know. But maybe that's a reason not to Husuk this turn.
let's put the card. Let's put the card down. Right, because now we have Max Kushuk, and it also protects-
Yeah, we're on punitive. Yeah, we should probably make sure that we don't draw the last 3 cards of our deck, as
Yep.
long as we're still worried about double punitive.
I agree. So let's draw once more. We're not going to play that card, and we're just going to
No, never in a million years.
Yeah.
One of the things for Sunday deck building, it doesn't always make the list, but Security Nexus, or sorry, not Security Nexus. Sports Hopper is such a handy resource to have.
I agree.
for deck building. It boosts your link, which can be nice early, but also against like Jinteki matchups and other matchups where they're trying to kill you.
Or when they're trying to make it so that you can't steal an oboe. You can be like, surprise, at the end of the run,
exactly.
I draw 3 cards. Oh, okay.
Oh, that helps.
That helps. Good game.
I am not worried about the punitive.
Yeah. But imagine if we had stolen that first.
Yeah, that's true. We would be dead. I like their deck.
Yeah, it was cute. I liked it.
It's fun to play government takeover decks. It is. I mean, I think you're gonna lose some games to.
If you live by the government takeover.
Yeah, exactly. It's the priority requisition of standard.
Here, let's go up against Rob.
Oh yeah, I think we've won 3 games in a row. I think we deserve to get some humility beaten into us. Keep this. This seems bad.
It seems bad.
The thing is, like, I don't know what we mulligan into because I feel like our deck cannot beat him.
Yeah. Well,
so we should
couple of things. Rob is an incredibly talented MT player.
Oh yeah.
And he's incredibly practiced on his deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, maybe he'll just.
Let's draw.
He's not going to even just like hand us an agenda because we employee strike him.
Something just happened with your speaker.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, but they're just. Hang on, I have to mute you.
Okay.
Something happened and your microphone source just changed. And I got a ton of background static out of nowhere.
Oh,
Hello?
muted right now?
Now it's better. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Huh.
Alright, so what are we doing?
We could employee strike and just mess with their centrals. We can do that next turn, though. I don't know.
I mean, I like that. Let's do that.
Let's just steal 7 points right now.
Yeah, that seems great.
Run HQ. Let's get some info. Or R&D. It doesn't matter. Wow, we're so good at Netrunner.
We're so good at Netrunner.
Rob. Yeah. Back off, Rob. It's going well.
That's got to feel terrible for him.
Ooh, Iced HQ. Okay. I started smelling blood in the water when he iced HQ there. Like, oh, there's an agenda over there we can take. But he just iced both of them.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to find our Sentry Breaker, because turns out if you Security Nexus and Anansi, you still bite it most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, we can... It might be the case, depending on how things go, that we can't Anansi. Well, I think just being handed 5 points at the beginning of the game is certainly
that certainly
a boost.
helped. That certainly
a boost
helps.
that helps this matchup.
Yeah.
If anybody needs tips to beat MT,
just steal 5 points like right away.
Just get 5 points.
Get that down before anything weird happens.
Yeah. It's absolute garbage at breaking Anansi, though, right?
It is absolute garbage.
Or what is it?
It's
6 to break?
It's
That's not
6.
bad.
It's not the worst.
For Anansi, pretty good. Whatever.
And we have a reasonable drip going right now. We're dripping a sure gamble at every turn.
Yeah, and we're gonna get money from
Come on.
Weird audio stuff again?
No, I'm just trying to get us set up, my dude.
Nice to draw Rozeki.
Probably Jack's bad in this matchup.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but that's probably true. I don't think... I mean, it can be fun to just, like, Jack archives.
Be like, would you like...
Once,
would you like to put an ice on there?
Yeah. But we get to do that trick once, and then after that, it's not actually a good trick.
Right.
Not a good trick.
We got some unqualified money, which feels great. Let's get that boy down,
Yeah.
and let's get that boy down.
Love it.
I mean, keeping in mind,
Now-
we only need to steal one agenda.
That's a big deal. I think one thing to keep in mind. Oof, that's definitely a Nisei. He's giving us false hope. I don't think we can get in there, but
I'm gonna take the money here.
yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna spend 0 to get 4.
We want to drop.
The last or the code gate breaker? Oh no,
Yeah.
barrier breaker for border control,
Yeah.
right?
I kind of just want to
Try to poke centrals and win.
We don't There's 3 ice on there, maybe more.
Oh no, it was
Like, I don't wanna-
it was a 5-3. No Nisei.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, so what are we doing?
So I think we still need to take one more money turn. Maybe we should get the turning wheel down.
And just money up.
We have the security nexus, so we can poke. This is good. Yeah.
It's not the worst, right?
Yeah. If he just jams here, what do we do?
I mean, we have to go in and try to get it, right?
Do we contest or do we?
All right. I think we poke R&D here.
I like it. We have the car, so if we hit an Anansi, and Sadaka, come on. Should we just let this happen? The bad part of letting it happen would mean that
We're gonna
we
lose.
can nexus it. We lose turning wheel. And losing turning wheel isn't that big of a
I'm gonna say let it
Or,
fire. I'm gonna say let it fire because
yeah, losing turning wheel isn't that bad. Letting him stack the top 3 is a little bit disappointing. If there's an agenda on top, so what is it? He stacks the top 3 and gets to draw 1.
yeah.
We can still continue, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
The worst. I think we let it fire and we try to go into HQ.
Yeah.
Said HQ.
Yeah, because it's not that valuable to.
Look at all these code gates.
Why don't we?
Why don't we what?
Why don't we nexus that? I don't think we're. If he puts another ice down, we might not even stay in. But I don't think we're using the nexus again this turn.
I will continue.
First thing that he can do is throw another nexus at it. Anansi.
So we broke that for 6.
Nice.
What do we think?
Let's draw. We obviously lose the. Ooh, that's good. For some reason, even though, of course, that's a Rashida, I just didn't think about it, and that's pretty bad for us.
Now, it's worth noting he doesn't have an insurmountable amount of money anymore.
Right. So I think the thing we do here is we drop the in, but he didn't advance it. So there's a possibility it's the Philotic. That seems less likely. do you think we should do?
This is tough, right?
Now, now we could drop the employee strike, drop the striker, and just run in and hope that's enough. Though that seems like a losing play.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good play. I'd like to draw once. I'd like to buy
Yeah.
a draw. Not a good one. We've only seen one gamble this whole game, which is surprising.
We could try and... Is our Husuk number even good? It's not really, is it?
Right now, our best
Sure.
Husuk number is 4.
Get 4. That's pretty good. Maybe that's the way we win? Like, we just find a Husuk and... Husuk? Assuming this isn't a Junebug. Or, no, not Junebug.
All right, so they're he's
Yeah.
going for the Embolus play.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Every turn, or almost all empty decks, and I expect Rob's would not be an exception to this, don't have a fast advance plan, so a warning when he's about to win the game. Now,
Well,
it might not be a real warning, because there might be an NGO front, but...
So the neat thing is we're now up to 5 on our Kushuk. So if this office supplies draws us into a Kushuk, we can employee striking Kushuk and to try to close.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
that's
think
incredible.
that's our best play because he is focusing on trying to get away from us, right?
Yeah.
So let's draw. Okay, we got it. So we're gonna employee strike and go into R&D to try to close, right?
I like that.
Or we could even drop Turning Wheel so we have a 6th card.
I like that even. I like that more. Yeah.
Oh, except for I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do the Employee Strike first. Then let's Kushuk,
And I guess we probably want to break here.
just in case.
I mean, we're probably toast either way, but
Replacement effect, 6 cards, no hit.
well, that's bad.
That's quite bad, I would say.
Well, at least we got that one. We got that one turning wheel token, so I think we're okay.
Consolation prizes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he got
well,
us.
at least that's the Philotic, so.
Good game, well played. That was a lot closer than I anticipated. It
Yeah.
would be.
Well, getting those 5 points early certainly helped.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think that this deck is terrible by any stretch of the imagination. It just does have a very significant weakness to Rush, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think, some of the, influence spends you're doing are,
The other...
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Husuk does what it did there. We happen to miss, but, most of the time, that's helpful closing if you're behind and the remote's too much for you to worry about. One card that you're spending influence on that I was really not impressed with was Turning Wheel. We just were not able to run enough to make that a good card. You know?
I mean, in some games I do, right? Like in barrier-heavy, like Asa decks, or like the barrier-heavy, like Blue Sun, where they have just the hard and the run. Or... Funny enough, I had somebody who put a Hordem on the outside and didn't get rid of my pad tap, so I was Jackson clearing, letting it fire.
Yeah, that can be pretty good. Though you only have one Jackson Claire too, so
Yeah.
I almost wonder if the two
Slot-
turning wheels would be better as another Husuk
Maybe.
or some other thing.
Slots are so tight in a 50-card deck. It's unreal.
Oh, I know. And I guess if you're playing, if you're cutting the turning wheels, you also have to worry about do I have enough stuff that does cost 2? Is this Husuk actually better than Maker's Eye?
Right. The other deck that I've been working on with Hushuk is I've been working on a smoke deck to try.
Yeah, I haven't seen this deck in action. Do you want to try it out?
We
or
can
do
try
we
that
have
out.
time?
Yeah. real quick, I'm gonna leave you up to talk about the deck because I hear the sound of Balder getting into something. So I will be right back.
Yeah, so Dan has talked to me about this deck, but I have not seen it in action. I have not been subjected to it. But basically, oh no, wait, this is slightly different. Sorry, I was thinking of a different deck where Dan was, forking things with Switchblade in a smoke deck. Super rude. Okay, so let me look at what we got here. Okay, so this is a more. First, let's figure out what the Husuk number is. Looks like probably 1. That's usually what it is for smoke, because using Decoder and Refractor, 2 strength, get through Enigma for almost nothing. Kind of fun Husuk enabler. Palangi's a really good card. So basically what we're trying to do here, it looks like, is get it such that we're running very efficiently, close the game with Husuks, and challenge early rush with Palangi and self-modifying code and our breakers. I've been very impressed with Trickster Taka. Let's see. Very impressed with Trickster Taka, as far as like, it's 3 influence, so that's a lot, but for smoke at least, it games where you don't get a net Merker early. Like one of the tough things with smoke deck building, I think, is that you're including 3 copies of Netmerker, and it's a unique card, so 2 of those copies are just junk once you draw the first one, but you really need Netmerkers, so
All right, I'm back.
you kind of have to play it as a 3 of. I was talking about Netmerker, that even though it feels bad to play a unique card that the second 2 copies don't do anything, you really just need to.
You have to have it. Every single time I've played only 2 copies of Netmerker, I have lost like multiple games in a tournament because I couldn't find it in time.
Yeah. And one thing I was also thinking and saying is that while I still think you should play 3 Netmerker, Trickster Taka is sort of, it's like, also is just like, hey, like you're okay on stealth credits for a while.
Yeah.
Black Cat, which is you don't always see out of smoke decks. It can be really nice against multi-sub barriers. It can be really nice against. I think the biggest problem Black Hat has. There's been 2 problems Black Hat has historically had. One is that you have to jump through a few more hoops to play it, so people just opted for Corroder instead.
This hand is great.
It's 3 influence. This hand's cool. Are we keeping it?
Yep.
Oh, we're up against Sanjay Shalat. Nice. This is somebody who's suffered because I've just been very obnoxiously just made all my screen names Sanjay. Have
they suffered?
Yeah. I suffer. I mean, I know they've suffered because this is what I suffer through every time I have to hear about CNN's Sanjay Gupta.
So yeah, let's just do that.
We are ready to jam. Do we have a misdirection in the deck?
We do. I always have misdirection.
Possible for us to lose?
Is that Atlas? Yeah.
Oh, 0 counter Atlas is amazing. We cannot play Peace in Our Time. Film critics newly relevant. Ooh.
Yeah, because of SDS drone deployment.
Yeah. That Biotic is a little surprising. I assume we're not on Clot, right?
We do have Clot.
You have influence for everything, huh?
I sure do.
Yeah. Now we don't have Clot.
Well, next turn we're going to use Trickster Taka to get out Refractor by paying.
Yeah, I really like... Yeah.
I really wish we had drawn into a Netmerker.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. Look at this huge Doom server they're building. All right, let's draw. Let's see if we can get Merkur. Okay, we can't. That happens sometimes.
Yeah,
So-
let's just run to get our fox friend out of trouble.
Yep, so we'll go get that. Because that's free with the bad pub that they gave us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And
Oh,
then
so they're like,
I'm gonna just get this clot down.
yeah, why not?
And then hopefully we'll draw into a clone ship pretty soon here.
Yeah, are we on 2 clone chips?
3 clone ships, always.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna go get that.
Let's go get it.
So we're going to probably need all 3 types.
Yeah.
So we're gonna preemptively. I know that this is somewhat inefficient, but we're gonna
I think it's great.
we're gonna pre-get everything, and then we're gonna go through. Okay, so this is one of the funniest things for me about Black Cat is it does that.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient.
It's also
Well,
kind of okay,
Ooh,
so
2 of them. Gotta feel pretty good here as the that you've gotten your surveyor up to strength 8.
I'll just do this the normal way. Now they don't have the money to res another surveyor, but we also can't go through again.
The other thing is that if they pop a border control, then for it gets a lot weaker, and they don't have the money. So should we just slam centrals a little bit?
Well, let's do the math on whether or not we can go in again.
Oh, true. Maybe we
Because
can.
now we can beat Switchblade.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
Or we
have
can Surveyor, and then we just need... technically, we only need 2 additional bucks, because we can let them have the border control money.
Yeah.
Try
to give them the border control money, but yeah, maybe we can go in. I don't know. Oh yeah, they have Audacity in. I don't know. You're more. I think it's fun. It's great that we can get in there. So maybe we should. So we have the bad pub. Oh, we spent yeah.
I mean, it still worked out the same, because we spent more than the total... let me think. Yeah, let's not let them have the money, since we also have the bad pub.
I like it.
Yeah, forcing the border controls here early is a huge deal. Right?
Yeah. Now.
Oh, no. I'll just steal that. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then let's just
We
get
even get a Trickster Takat credit. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Now I wonder if should they have just popped another border control, because we couldn't get back in again. And getting that Atlas with a counter on it would.
Oh
just
no,
be...
they'd rather kill us.
Oh, this is not going to kill us.
No, it's not. So, what's our play? So probably what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to install same old thing, overwriting Clot and Refractor, and then use Trickster Taka to go get Misdirection, and then clear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It stinks that we're gonna have to do this, but it's better than dying. Alright, so...
We can just use the one Taka credit, because...
Well, they have 2 bad pub now.
Oh, we can use no Taka credits. Great. What? Well, I guess we can just end the turn tagged.
With one tag?
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to, right?
Yeah. I don't think we have another option, right? But that should be fine because they'd have to double high profile target us. Yeah.
Oh, they got us.
Oh, nice! Wow, close one. I think that was the right line. I guess the other option would be to just unload our turning wheel on R&D and hope for the best. Though we were only on 2 points, so that doesn't seem...
So I think
Very
one of the
good.
biggest issues I've been having with Smoke lately is Smoke usually doesn't feel very slow, but she feels very slow right now. Like, I feel like I'm always on the back foot trying to catch up.
Interesting.
So, let me... So, like, one...
I think I might have spoiled your secret tech because I thought this... I started talking about the list without looking at it, and I thought this was...
The forked build.
Yeah. How's that been going? Have you played that much?
It's been doing okay. It's a little slow. So the other idea that I had for a build of this type was doing like the caches and the spec works to try to speed up the deck. But everything is terrible and slow. Right?
I really like spec work. I don't know if it's good yet. But
because the original build, if you remember that I tried to play that one day, was something like this.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with Smoke is always that without Temujin, you don't have influence dense money.
Yeah. That's
right?
true.
Like, people forget that one of the reasons why people played security testing in Smoke was because it ate up 3 influence.
Yeah, people just don't have the discipline to go in with their 11 influence smoke decks.
Right, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, totally.
It's really tough.
Diesels for their 3 influence Sunny cards so that they can use up all their influence.
I mean, we could always
let's put a Jack Sinclair in here.
No, we're not gonna put a Jack Sinclair in. I mean, I guess we could just go with the tried and true and get like a deuces in there.
Yeah, or we could cut like 1 turning wheel, 2 piece at a time, 2 deuces, and put in 1 white hat. That seems really good.
Wow.
So one sincere question is, how much do we need Corroder over, say, Gauss?
Well, Gauss is really bad if we ever have to actually break ice with it.
Yeah.
So one of the builds where I was using the forked, I was leaning on Switchblade more heavily and playing 3 Palangi.
That makes sense.
And then I was just never actually using Gauss to break anything.
Yeah, and Gauss is just an emergency backup.
It's for wraparounds and border controls, right?
Yeah, I just adore Gauss. I feel like they did a really good job of making a Shaper barrier good enough that you're not embarrassed that it's even in your deck, but not great, which is where Shapers probably should be with their barriers. And also, it sort of rewards you for doing weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
With Data Sucker. And it feels so much better with Data Sucker.
So what if we didn't do Kashuk?
Yeah, we can do that. We have Turning Wheel, right? So,
what if we didn't do that? What if we made a real deck?
Okay, all right.
Utilizing Paragon.
Yeah, I like that.
Oof. See, now we're actually gonna hit an influence wall.
We can lose.
We can lose peace because people in peace are already yelling. People. We need more money is the big thing. Like, money is always the biggest issue in Smoke, right? That and breaking barriers.
3 Palangi, 3 spec work.
Spec work to speed up the deck. All right, well, now we have 2 slots remaining.
We put in cloaks. One cloak, one the artist. I'm giving you bad suggestions here. I'm sorry.
I mean, spec work in Pelongi's not bad. We already have the
That's a standard
Cologne chips to be
synergy.
able to recur them.
Put in cloaks, and then when we're done with them, we can sell them to
Spec work.
spec work. Seems really bad. Not the card in general, just my bad suggestions.
Here, let me bring up spec work for everybody.
Yeah, it's a cool card. I feel like it's often not efficient enough. I know I sometimes will play badly where I'll install a program for like 2 credits and then sell it to spec work, and it's like you can just draw for cards. You don't need to do this. But I feel like if you can build a shaper rig, Stoppable Force suggesting we play Patron, Patron, my favorite little tiny elephant card.
Are you fiddling with something with your hands?
Oh, I am. Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
That
I mean, we can do 2 spec work. I think 2 specs. Blah, blah, blah. 2 spec work is justifiable.
I like that. Do we want a? We could slots. We could
put
play-
like a cube on in here.
We could put a cube on. We could put in like a lady and a Gauss and shave influence for Corroder.
But what does that get us? Like, what are we hoping to buy with that influence, right? That's always got to be the question.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we could just put in 3 Maker's Eye. I hear Maker's Eye is a card
Yeah,
that
that seems
occasionally
good.
wins games. Let's just try that. This is already
that
looking
seems-
like a much better deck. I
looks perfect.
just want to use Kashuk. I want it so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I feel like a very hateful thing I can say about the Sunny list is that I don't think Maker's Eye is that much worse than Husuk in it.
No, I agree. I just wanted to
Yeah.
see if I could, like, the genesis of 90% of what I play is just, I wonder if I could make this work. Like,
Totally. Hey, can we play Demolisher Smoke?
no, we definitely can't play that.
Let's do Demolisher.
But in what universe are we reliably trashing things as smoke?
You can trash stuff with Netmarker credits. You can use them for anything.
Yeah.
I know you like Smoke. I know you like Demolisher.
I
I'm
want
just trying-
Demolisher
I'm
to
just
work
trying to
so
help
bad.
out.
How is Demolisher so bad? It's because it's
not
4 costs
bad.
instead of 3. If it was 3 costs,
It's
it would be
just-
great.
It's just a conditional data folding that costs 4. That's not.
It's not just that though. Like, it's funny how it's so meta dependent. Because like,
Yeah.
if I was playing my Freedom against like Internet's NEH, Demolisher becomes an incredible card because it's saving me. It's gaining me 1
A
credit
billion credit,
and like
yeah.
saving me 3 credits a turn. That's the White Whale VK that I've been trying to work with. Is I've been trying to make Demolisher Stargate work.
Well, the deck builds itself. You play Demolisher, you install 3 Stargates, and then you Husuk them.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because Stargate is not unique.
Yeah.
You can play
Yes,
multiples. It's just very, 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 very bad to do so.
Yeah, you just play Demolisher, 3 Stargates, 2 R&D interfaces, and then you're accessing so many cards off of R&D when you Husuk.
I don't think that's how that works. Are you? Have you gotten in? Are you in bad advice land?
Yeah, I'm. Keep this.
Yeah, somebody is. Yeah,
would be
just a
money.
leprechaun full of Stargates.
Yeah.
I don't think we keep this. This is a shit hand. There's no accelerant in it.
This hand is like, what, B minus, C plus. It's fine. We do have an SMC, which is nice.
The existence of Stargate and Demolisher makes me want to be an Anarch again.
Yeah. Stargate, it's a real card.
Yeah. I think the big thing is that Stargate is very MU hungry, which is somewhat problematic in Anarch, right?
Yeah. I think when I looked at Stargate initially, I didn't really think about it not being unique, and certainly, you probably don't want a lot of game. You know, you probably don't want to build your deck where your plan is to get 10 million Stargates installed, but it's because it's you're limited to once per run with that Stargate,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, I think Keyhole also is not unique, but of course that doesn't matter.
I think Keyhole it was unique, wasn't it?
Might not be. Um,
I mean, actually, you're right. It wouldn't make sense because you could just hammer it. There would be no reason for it to be unique.
yeah. Um, Taka is really showing off
It wants
their
to be
power here.
on our board state by being close to the top in every game.
Yeah. Because like one of the things with Switchblade decks is that you can get in trouble early in the game. Now it's not like a big problem, but you can sometimes get in trouble because you don't have the 2 stealth credits to deal with an early sentry, and we're just Switchblades online to deal with one thing. Ooh.
Okay. So I think what we are going to do is we are going to spec work.
Yeah.
I fished what I wished. We're going to sure gamble, put that down, and go in here. Because whatever it is, we're going to be able to break it. Except for that.
Not break that?
Well, we're going to force the trash, I guess, so they have to commit another piece of ice to it. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, if they trash here, that's horrible for them.
And then we'll do that. Look at that.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Right? They can't trash this, right? Like,
I mean, they certainly could to guarantee 1 hit of Daily Quest, right?
yeah. I guess the fact that they're Blue Sun and okay, all right.
I'm guessing
This is pretty good money.
what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to put like a trebuchet down there.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess that it's also nice that they can pick it up if they can't immediately defend it.
If this doesn't get another ice on it, this becomes a nice little magnum opus for us.
Yeah, I do think that it would be a suboptimal play for them not to ice it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to tell the runner, I don't want to tell the corp what to do, but I think that...
Did you appreciate my spicy spec work play?
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna just run this
Ew.
a bunch of times, and then we'll dirty laundry it the last time.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this.
How you feel about them not icing it, or
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they just didn't see the line to pick it up.
That feels great. That turn felt incredible.
Yeah.
We do need to get. We do need to make some runs reasonably soon where we can pump Taka.
Yeah, though it's nice that we already have our corroder down, so we can we don't want to be in the position of just making a useless run to.
No, especially not without Merkur down. So I think next turn we're gonna like hard draw for Merkur.
Yeah. But it is nice that we have the option to.
So that's probably a Chrysium.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So we can just start doing this right away.
That seems great.
Except for right now, we're actually going to use it for draws. Because we don't need the money, right?
Yeah, and now that we have this, it's going to be a lot easier to justify making one of those suboptimal Taka runs.
Right. Because we're always getting something.
Friend gets out of hand, gets a little too big for their britches. There's some absolutely lovely
Ooh,
head
building
cannon.
blocks.
Um,
Absolutely lovely head cannon.
head cannon about Taka that they've been expressing on the podcast. I think it was it's a bagpiper. Um, it's really nice that as Nisei cards came out and flowers have been blooming around here. Just all these podcasts, come out of the ground, waking up for spring. It's just beautiful.
Just clicking for credits over here.
Love it. An interesting thing there is that had we thought about the Paragon, that what if we draw a Paragon? We should have had the first run on archives. We should have jacked out.
Jacked out. Yeah. That's a good call.
That's a super narrow thing to have thought of. It's
something that we definitely could have thought of, though.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing. If you're on Paragon and you're drawing cards,
we need to either draw into another clone ship or another SMC. That's what we're looking for right now. Now, we do also have Film Critic. They're either, with Death and Taxes, they're most likely on Punitive.
Put those two cards together.
Well, because it's all about creating a super huge credit differential.
Yeah.
Right? All right, let's force some ice reses, right?
Yeah. Now we can also put the cloak down, use it, and then spec work it when we're bored of it.
We could. I hesitate to do that just because a lot of people are splashing or utilizing things that kill resources in these Wayland decks. So there's a chance that we could lose Merkur. I'd like to have a second Merkur in hand before we do that play.
Oh, cool.
Does that make sense?
I
love smoke. I just got a really lovely smoke from the Italian Meta. Let me remind myself who sent that to me. Somebody made a very cool alt art, and my fans are nice enough to ping me whenever a smoke alt art. Oh, this is lovely. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get Refractor.
Do you want Refractor or do we want Switchblade?
We could do Switchblade. Switchblade's probably even less expensive. Because then there's the match, and then there's the break. And we spent only the real money. So Alyssa Benedetti, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, from the Italian Meta, made these really lovely smoke alt arts. And she was very nice to let me PayPal her some money and sent it to me very affordably. So
that's great. I'd love to see it next time.
So we're not going to add... Normally, against most matchups, I would add Merkur to the bottom of the stack.
No, we should, right? Oh, but against Swayland, yeah.
I want to have a second copy in my hand.
That makes sense.
So I'm just going to get a buck for now.
Yeah, I love that.
I'd like to also maybe get a Palangi, because Palangi makes Switchblade our oh shit button for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like a wild Chiashi somewhere, right?
Yeah, and it feels great to be playing a deck like this with Palangi, where if they you can purge to get rid of a Palangi, and it's not bad, but not winning the game that way.
Right.
Just purge. Sometimes it's right to purge to just get rid of a single virus token on Palangi, but that feels awful.
Yeah, I mean, anytime people purge just to clear the single Palangi I have on the board, that's a hard win, right?
Oh, I mean, it certainly helps. It's a lot of tempo to give them.
That's one of my favorite things about when I used to have a single... people would often get to the point when I was playing Noise where they would just never, ever purge, right?
Yeah.
But if I had, a single copy of Chicana, they would lose the ability to make that choice, right?
Yeah. We can lose the spec work. I feel like it's not getting there.
It's not getting us there.
Yeah. As cute as it is.
I mean,
Now, in terms of our Mew usage, we're pretty much set, right? Like, we don't have... Well, I guess we have Palangi.
well, we'll have one more breaker probably plus a Palangi, but we'll probably initially need the 2 MU for the SMC.
Yeah.
I just want to either get a clone chip or an SMC. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they're going to go for the push right now.
That seems like a really good plan. We're not that rich. We don't have a decoder. Time to score an agenda. Hopefully it's one that they like.
All right, so we're definitely going to diesel. We have access to a lot of stealth credits.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that we can do. So perfect. So
that is great.
What we're going to do is we are going to probably just hammer R&D here.
I like it.
Get the reduced service counters on there.
It's a shame we're too poor to put down the turning wheel right now.
Yeah, we can't quite
but
get there.
I don't think we can justify it, unfortunately.
So there's Afshar, but it's not on. So we'll use
Oh,
this.
right.
We'll use this to pop the SMC. And then we'll use that to break and break. I think this is an
Take a
adaptation.
cloak. Why don't we take a cloak credit?
Yeah. I think this is an adaptation of the Dire.
Yeah.
Oh no, Beth seems like it's going to be... Oh, punitive counterstrike. Okay, that's good to know.
Good to know.
So we're not going to try to contest that server.
No.
What we will do is we are going to run archives to see if we can get another ice res.
Oh, that would be a reason not to take the cloak credit, huh? I didn't think of that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have the same smoke.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of the same, right? Because this means one more credit in our credit total, one less credit on net marker.
So we fished what we wished, which is that
What?
they went very big to try to tax us a little bit, but they're not actually going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to get this money back, but...
Yeah. That's a wild queue now. Oh no, we're out of cards. We're out of clicks.
Now, it's worth noting that if they pick something up, then they can't re-ice and also score that agenda.
If it's a 5-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's an I mean...
I would really like to get Film Critic, but it only has a 1-up, so it's not like we can really afford to be drawing like crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you think our line is from here? They're thinking about it too, because they know that if they leave one of the centrals open, we're going to pile a bunch of credits on.
Right. Oh, their ice is so good to like keep us from...
Okay.
So the first click is easy, right? We just want to run archives. Unless we want to draw for Dirty Laundry, we don't. Oh, right, she's here.
Yep. So we're going to try to get her down this turn.
The nice thing about the cards we've seen is that it's, a minor bit irresponsible to be...
Oh, look, a laundry.
Yeah, it can stay here.
Okay, so they fed us. They fed us an agenda, anticipating that they'll be able to kill us.
That's
so
scary.
We're gonna go into archives again.
I like it.
We're gonna get the laundry.
Pretty good.
And then I guess we're gonna just dirty laundry archives, and just place a credit. And we're probably still gonna die.
Can they? I think it'd be tough for them to double punitive us.
Well, they're gonna drip for 6.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah.
So we're probably dead.
Hey, but we stole an agenda. That's good.
We did steal an agenda. Why does Smoke feel so bad right now? You know?
Yeah, the fact that they picked up the reduced service makes me feel like either they don't have it, they don't have 2 punitives in hand. Because I feel like if you had 2 punitives in hand, you would wait, do the math. us regardless. Yeah, because they have more than twice our credit total. Not
Well,
exactly, 'cause we do have. Maybe just remind them of the Netmerker money and credits. We can use these credits for anything.
Do they have 3? That'd be wild, right?
Would be wild.
If they have 3, they got us, right?
Yeah, I don't think we can stop them if they have 3. Um, Okay, I like that play.
All right. So what
That's
are we?
probably the reduced service in server 1.
So what are we doing with our lives?
Well,
Well, I think first things first. I want to run archives
why not?
because we can break whatever.
Oof, can we break whatever? Can we break this?
I believe so.
Really?
Well,
6, 7, 8, 9? 9 to break. I guess there's 2 questions. 1, can we break it? And 2, do we
Should-
even want to?
should we break it? Yeah.
It's a barrier.
I'm not
Yeah,
breaking.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I don't think we break here. Our hand is in it, but
But now we can poke HQ.
yeah.
Let's run HQ.
Even run server 2 if we want.
Yep.
We lost our dear friend Beth, but it happens.
Oh, that diesel feels nice.
Yeah.
No, I will not put turning wheel at the bottom of the stack. So Surveyor, Christium
Oof.
Grid, which doesn't actually really affect us.
Yeah.
Not
I kind
right.
of want to go to server 2 and trash their
Reduced
server.
service. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's what that is, right?
Yeah.
Should take a credit off Netmerker first.
Yep.
Cool.
You can do it during the access.
Oh,
though.
nice.
They fixed it.
Hopefully.
They have so much money. SSL, top tier.
This is an interesting list because I feel like the Chris Dyer version doesn't have these giant ice that this list has.
Yeah.
This seems like a bit of a hybrid of between more traditional Blue Sun lists and the Chris Dyer list.
I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we're in kind of a similar space that I get into a lot of times now where we just like have no actual standing credits
Yeah.
because barriers are awful and there's a bunch of barriers that are actually popular now.
Yeah.
The biggest thing,
This
is smoke is really good against everything that's not a barrier. And a lot of people who aren't MT are leaning on barriers right now, which means that she's being taxed more than she normally would. Does that make sense?
And I think people also, I think Angola is a really big card for both shapers and that's a good card to draw.
Yeah, I just want to money up though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think Angola is a really big card to tax people out, and I think
Angola.
Code Gates. Angola has been a really big card in the meta right now.
Yeah. So people are leaning away from Code Gates. But even the biggest
Crimson
advantage
on
of
it, Shapers are on it.
yeah, the biggest thing with this deck is Divested Trust.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, we need to find Foam Critic.
Cool.
We also
Yeah.
need to actually make a run this turn. So
Did Divested Trust work on does Film Critic work on Divested Trust? It's a when stolen ability, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Over-
don't- That's fine. They're rich forever. Drop turning wheel at some point.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to need misdirection this game, based on what we've seen.
Oh, we're not. We're not beating them if they have if they have hard hitting news. I feel like they don't. All right, the gravy train's over. Afshar is. Incidentally, I can't paraphrase it exactly, but I just love the flavor text on Afshar. I think it's really good.
Well, if only there was some way that I could easily pull it up.
Yeah, it's a reference to quantum mechanics, and the art looks like a reference to.
A choice occurs, the waveform collapses.
Yeah, that's great. And it looks like the art is sort of a reference to the gold foil, like electron zappy experiments. It just seems great.
Yeah.
Palangi seems really good so that we don't like have to pay 10 million credits to not use Chiashi.
To beat a barrier. Yeah. We're definitely going to get one of those down. I just really want Film Critic. We only have 8 cards left, so we should see it soonish.
Yeah, true.
Because then we can make Maker's Eye more easily, right?
Yeah.
I like Smoke. I wish he was better.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating.
Wish there was like some way that you could, I don't know, like maybe like play 5 more cards in your deck. You don't start with a pre-installed cloak, but maybe like you avoid the first tag each turn. I think that would be
that would be really good for stealth, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on with their servers?
I don't know, man. Surveyor.
Ooh. Wow. Single Eye Surveyor is so good versus
I mean, I guess I could have turned that into a barrier and paid 1 instead.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, no, I will not send Film Critic to the
that's
bottom.
our friend.
There's
Yeah.
our friendo. Alright, we're in it to win it now.
I like it.
Working hard for the money.
So I imagine next few turns we can just
Start poking
one of the
around.
nice things are put down the Film Critic and like slam Maker's Eyes if they don't protect R&D better.
Yeah, one of the nice things about Film Critic is we still get turning wheel counters.
Yeah, true. And also a nice thing is that sometimes you can get in trouble, you can get in danger if you Film Critic and you see 2 agendas. But given their agenda suite, I don't think
that's likely.
I think it probably means that we should. Oh no, wait, we can't. I was going to say we should try and
run early.
Maker's Eye with 2 clicks remaining, so that way if we steal an agenda or Film Critic an agenda, steal an agenda, we can then win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It depends.
It's
on
not
what
super
they do.
likely because I think they're on the all 3-pointers plus 2 divested trusts build, so their agenda density is not super high, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it also kind of depends on how us on by what they're doing, whether we want to do that.
Yeah, I think we're
We
definitely
probably
going to
don't.
try. We're going to get Film Critic down second click because we're going to draw it first click. And then we're going to poke R&D once, and if we don't hit an agenda, we'll poke HQ.
Like it.
They are they know we're coming for them. So let's go
That change
ahead.
our plan?
No.
Nah, probably not.
No, because if we can get them to res all 3 of these, that's great.
Yeah,
Right? That's a
Yeah.
huge impact on their tempo.
it would be pretty poor. Yeah, because they can't res Hiyashi and also.
We
Have a
also,
bunch of other
with
meaningful
Palangi
reses.
in play, we also eat Chiashi, right?
Yeah.
Chiashi went from being a really significant card for them to being a 3 stealth credit tax, and we're generating 3 stealth credits a turn.
Yeah. They certainly have us in a situation where our stealth credits are not infinite, that they can, because, they have a bunch of ice that asks 2 or 3 stealth credits of Switchblade.
Yep. That's why the Taka was originally an enabler for this build, because Switchblade, you always felt like you were really snug on stealth credits, like it was like Razor's Edge. So really skilled MT players could just be like, okay, I'm only putting sentries on the remote. Good luck getting in with and then I'll save the border control, right?
After you've done all the work,
right? Yeah. So here's the nice thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna say, hey, that's a barrier. Not a barrier, a sentry.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna go and break it for the imaginary credits that we already have.
Feels bad.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder about server 2. Like, is that a divested trust also?
Yes. I will. Well, it doesn't matter what that is, because
yeah, you're right.
We're just clicking for a buck. Okay, so I think we take that off. Actually, I think we Maker's Eye. Click 1 next turn.
Yeah, that's certainly fine. Yeah, we'll have enough stealth credits to deal with whatever nonsense they do.
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah, because we can break Tithonium with real credits. It's not that expensive with Corroder.
Right.
It's certainly no Chiashi.
I like how Tithonium is an ice that I've always really liked, and I've always liked the design of, and Paperclip not being ubiquitous has really made it so that it's a functional ice again, because it costing only 4 credits to break with Paperclip was just like a nightmare scenario.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's 6 credits to break with Corroder, which is really good for us, because it means that if they res Chiashi on R&D, we can break that with the Switchblade.
So yeah, so if we whiff here, we're gonna go get this.
Yeah. Yeah, it also doesn't matter that much. Like, I'm more interested in killing the Orion than I am in denying them 15 credits.
Right. Just them not having access to that ice.
Right.
Because if we hit here, then we just pull.
And we can even see 4 cards off of it.
Yeah, we're 100% going to do that. We're going to see 4 cards. If we hit any agenda, we can just pull the SSL and win the game.
Yeah, unless we find Standoff.
I mean, Standoff doesn't actually do anything bad to us, though.
No, not at all.
I
think we break with... We have another Palangi, right? So should we break with Switchblade, or what do you think?
Yeah, we'll break with Switchblade, because we can overwrite, right?
Yeah.
So
I think if we didn't have the extra Palangi, we wouldn't do this.
But yeah, I mean, we're seeing the strength of Palangi just in a normal build, right? Where it can really mess with taxing math, and it shores up our super bad. No, yeah, you can put that at the bottom of the stack. Yeah, pay 1 program to steal. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, take that also.
Yeah, nice. We'll take that one also.
Nice. How rude.
Oh, come on.
Oh no, that's fine. The game's over. It's okay.
But yeah, I mean, so GT Wolf, the game is going strong. The community is going great. We have people coming out to tournaments. A new set just dropped with really well designed cards from Nisei. Let me bring up my big old Nisei informational button. Yeah, so Nisei is a nonprofit that is dedicated towards continuing that.
Hot Dog came in to give us the GG.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with what you said about the community right now. I would certainly, I would say that there's certainly communities that, when FFG stopped supporting the game, some people stopped playing. So there's definitely some places where the community's smaller than it was before.
Hmm.
I know that there's one person in our meta who the game now that FFG has stopped it. I think they said something like that they're interested in discontinued games, and I wouldn't call it Netrunner exactly. It's continued game because Nisei is still putting out cards that we're using, but I think
Some people have a mental hang up, which is fine, about playing a game that isn't being made by professional developers, right?
well, I'm saying that this one person that in Delaware for us has the opposite, that they want to play a game that
Are you
they're
talking
done
about? Are you talking about Kevin?
with. But
I'm sorry.
yeah, so
your voice is going in and out.
yeah, I think the current status of the community, I think the health of the game in the community drastically since FFG stopped the game, which is pretty impressive. I think the work Nisei has done, and also impressive with regard to how much people who play Netrunner love the game. That they're just the health of the community is both a function of the work Nisei is doing, and also a function of the people in the community and the work they do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the game is still going strong, and I think
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that people who have metas that are going, and people who have like Facebook groups or Discords for like local board game meetups, I think one of the biggest selling points of the game right now is if the person's ever played any card games in their lives. Let's say they have like a shitload of Magic lands sitting around, right?
Mm.
They can sleeve 45 of one in one color sleeve and 49 in another colored sleeve, and now all of Netrunner is free.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, I think. So it's super awkward right now in terms of people who want to complete their collection, because a lot of the most recent packs that came out that FFG put out
Are wildly out
are
of print.
really, really scarce. Rain and Reverie,
Yeah.
I think, costs $1 zillion. It's bad, but because there's no official, there's no company
Right.
that is. Nisei might be a non-registered nonprofit or something, but there's no company that's like looking out for their bottom line, saying like you need to use our official cards. You can proxy everything, which is really cool. So if like you can't get a hold of, yeah, I was like, me and my friend share a collection, and for the history of the game, I haven't played very much Asset Spam, but operational has gotten me really excited about playing a bunch of assets. And for the life of the game, we've only had in our collection that I'm sharing with 2 other people, we've only had 3 copies of Daily Business Show. And so like for the first time, it's like, shoot, do we need to get a second copy of All That Remains? So that
Right.
we have the Daily Business Shows? And the answer to that is no, we don't. We don't have to spend $15 on that. We can just do this. Oh, I'm not on video. I have my little printer proxy of Daily Business Show in my hand, and it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing, also that I was thinking about. I'm just putting deuces in over the Corroder and putting in Gauss, since we're running 3 Polangi anyway. Gauss is
Like
really
it.
just.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Hey, Ajar Keen, thank you very much for the subscription.
One more question from GT Wolf about is this the set they dropped is not virtual only. Basically, they've they have storefront with different card printers.
I'm gonna link the Nisei post about it.
Yeah, they have a storefront with different card printers, and so basically you pay to get the cards printed.
Yeah. Oh.
You say,
That's something else I was gonna say. Sorry, before we move too far from it.
yeah.
There's a couple of I'll find it and put it in the show notes. But there's this really good proxy thing that somebody made that sizes them the correct standard card size to maximize their output on a standard page. So you can literally copy the card list from Rain and Reverie, put it into this thing, go get some cardstock paper, and print it out if you want. Right?
I think it's Proxy Nexus.
Yeah, Proxy Nexus. So, like, I know a couple of people
that's amazing
who have done that to be able to create the proxies that they need for, like, Rain and Reverie or, like, the last couple packs of Katara that they missed. Obviously, that's not optimal because you're either paying a Kinko's to print it all out for you. Does Kinko's even exist anymore? Anyway.
They exist. Yeah.
You're either paying them to do that, right? Or you're ripping through your printer. You could do what I did when I needed proxies, and if you work at a place that doesn't monitor the file names of things that you print, you can do it at work.
FedEx office took over Kinko's.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff.
Kinko's, I think, still exists as a dismissive way to refer to somewhere you go to get something printed.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, the game is alive and well. I'm certainly playing it pretty close to every day because I still deeply, deeply enjoy this game. I think that's gonna about do it for us today, though, right?
Yeah,
because
I gotta go donate blood.
Yeah, I gotta do that. But yeah,
it's if you can, it's good. If you can't, that happens too.
Yeah.
I just got to donate as much blood as I can until some weird medical thing disqualifies me.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come hang out with us. We're always happy to have you with us. And Sanjay, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah. And until we see all of you lovely Netrunner humans again, always be running.